my fellow classmates, teachers, faculty, parents, family, and friends. Welcome to the Sylvania Northview Commencement Ceremony. The class of 2024 is very honored and grateful for your support of our journey to graduation and for your attendance today. Please rise, as you are able, to honor our flag and sing our national anthem.
Please be seated. Well, it's been a long time coming. Good afternoon, class of 2024. Good afternoon, family, friends, and those of you who have come to celebrate these unique individuals that are graduating today. I want to first start us off by recognizing the following students. So if you could please stand once I say your name and remain standing. Madia Wada, please rise. Noah Banton, please rise. Lucas Baran, please rise. Alex Murray, please rise. Noah Russell, please rise. Trenton Snyder, please rise. I have these 6 individuals, these gentlemen, rise out of their seats at this time so that we can all take a moment to recognize and congratulate each and every one of them as they leave here today to enlist in one of the greatest honors that one can have, which is to serve in our armed forces for the United States of America. Few answer the call, and we are pleased that you have chosen this avenue and to take up this challenge on our behalf. Thanks to each and every one of you. Please be seated. At this time, please help me to welcome Lena Ahmed to the stage.
Congratulations, Northview Class of 2024. On behalf of the graduates before me today, I would like to thank our dear families, teachers, and loved ones for all they have done and will continue to do for us. Thank you, Mama and Baba, for giving me this opportunity to be here today. Poet Clementine von Radix once said, "What is a home if not the first place you learn to run from?" I've experienced the truth of this in two very distinct ways. One was fleeing war-infested countries before we were old enough to know our homeland, and the other was having the urge to flee from the people you call home. Despite home being the first place you learn to run from, it's the people who imprint so many other firsts that define who we are. Home is a place that instilled my love of cooking, with every spice added, every bite taken, and every familiar face around the platter. I learned the significance of food. It was where I learned about my grandparents' hardships, struggles, and tales of perseverance. Home was a place that imparted to me my love of achievement despite the hardship. Home is Northview. Home taught me that through the complications, there was comfort in hard times. Comfort in knowing the price being paid now is a price you won't have to pay later. It's feeling pride in immigrant success stories, just like mine, because they paid their dues and persevered. Just like the immigrants before me, and just like how others before you have done. Now it's just our turn to pay our dues, to work hard, to struggle, to run away from security towards our future. My fellow graduates, I stand before you today to commemorate this ending of this chapter of our life and the beginning of another. I would like to say that no matter the circumstances that got you to this specific point, I am proud of you. I'm proud of us for persevering and excelling. I'm proud of us for our dedication. And most importantly, I'm proud of our unwavering commitment to excellence. As we embark on this next phase in our lives, we are filled with dreams and endless possibilities. Whatever you are running towards, let's do so with nothing but the courage and the unwavering belief in our abilities. Despite your dedication and hard work, the journey ahead will be full of challenges and uncertainty. It's through this adversity that we recognize our true strength and grow as individuals. As we navigate the ups and downs, let's do so with sabr. You might be asking, what is sabr? Sabr is smiling throughout the hardship. It's patience. Sabr is the grueling process that will have you crying out in pain in one moment and joy in the other. Keep having faith. It will teach you the most valuable lessons. It's as J. Cole once said, there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. There's beauty in the struggle and ugliness in success. We must never forget the importance of gratitude and humility in our lives. We stand here today because of all those who have supported us during our run. We owe our gratitude to our families, friends, teachers, and mentors. Friends, I would like to leave you with 5 pieces of advice to carry with you wherever you go. The first is heal. Heal from all the things that you're running from. Heal from all the things that you don't speak about. Heal for yourself, heal for your loved ones, heal for future generations. Learn to calm your own storm. Lean on your loved ones when needed, but take responsibility for your actions. Embark on the journey that is life with a pure heart and pure intentions. Develop your morals by learning from your mistakes. Have sabr, invest in yourself. Lead with a kind tongue, lead with humbleness and sincere love. Say what you mean and never leave anyone out, because that's someone's baby, someone's parent, someone's loved one, and most of all, it's another human being that deserves our empathy and respect. And we have failed to do so, be quick to apologize and even more sincere in them. It's never too late to ask someone's forgiveness. And my final piece of advice is never forget all the suffering in this world. It's easy to turn a blind eye to all that is difficult to witness, but let's not forget the innocents martyred or those suffering from lack of basic necessities. Advocate for those unable to advocate for themselves. Help out in whatever ways you can. Grace Lee once said, you cannot change any society unless you take responsibility for it, unless you see yourself belonging to it and responsible for changing it. Fellow graduates, what if home isn't a place you learn to run from? What if home is a place that teaches us to run towards something? As cliche as it might sound, be the change you want to see in the world. May we grow and excel wherever life may take us. Run towards life. Make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Lena. At this time, please, can I have our senior orchestra members move into place? Once again, senior orchestra members. And next, if you could all please help me to welcome to the stage, Livia Ford.
Friends, family, staff, and students of Northview. Hi, I'm Livia Ford, and it's an honor to be speaking to our graduating class. As I've reflected on my life and what I wanted to speak about, I dug deep and found what inspired me through these last 4 years of school. Some find inspiration in actresses, performers, and professional athletes. For others, it's Nobel Prize winners, authors, and revolutionaries. For me, it was childhood TV shows and movies. And for good reason. TV shows like iCarly taught us that we could wake up the members of our nation and that there's no chance unless you take one. I'm sure this show made some of us think about being YouTubers, and maybe a few of us, like me, even uploaded some embarrassing videos in the process. But most importantly, Carly and Sam taught us about creative expression and maintaining long-lasting friendships. There were also shows like Good Luck Charlie that taught us, sure, life is up and down, but just trust me, it comes back around. We learned about family and their struggles through a series of vlogs taken by Teddy Duncan. But we also learned that no matter how terrible things were, they worked out one way or the other. A favorite of mine, the inspirational High School Musical, taught us that we're all in this together. Once we know that we're all stars, and we see that. We learned that we don't need to stick to the status quo and that we could excel in multiple different areas. We had the chance to participate in everything from basketball to theater because we were full of dreams and determination. So far, our lives have followed the same path as these childhood TV shows and movies. I mean, everything from school dances to football games to pulling an all-nighter have all been cliches from the shows and movies we saw as kids. However, all of these shows and movies end the same way: graduation. We never got to see how Carly deals with her web show after graduation, if Teddy struggled with her intro to chemistry class, or if Troy managed to play D1 basketball in college despite only being like 5'5". We never got to see what happens to these characters, and I couldn't think of a single piece of kids media that deals with what happens after graduation. But then, I suddenly remembered one of the most popular kids movies of all time. The memorable opening lines should ring a bell and go as follows. According to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyways, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Of all things, the 2007 animated film, The Bee Movie, is one of the only kids' movies that deals with life after graduation. In case it's been a second since you've seen The Bee Movie, here's a quick refresher. The movie starts off with our main character, Barry Benson, a humble bee who's graduating. Fresh out of school, he goes into the workforce because that is what is expected of him. However, once he gets there, he's disheartened by the boredom of the workforce and decides to join the Bee Army on a whim. Once he joins the Army, he goes on an adventure. He meets a gardener, learns about life, becomes a lawyer, defends himself in court, and long story cut very short, he ends up saving the world. Now, I know what you're thinking. The Bee Movie? Really? That's so 2016. And yeah, you're right, but hear me out. Barry feels lost once he realizes that the path he's pursuing isn't fulfilling, so he changes career paths. And then he does it again, and again, and again. Barry goes through a ton of different paths, each experience building his character. We aren't all going to college, and very few of us are going to the same campus. Some of us are going straight into the workforce, some of us are joining the military, and, like Barry, some of us don't know what we'll be doing. However, graduation isn't the end, and we're not making a sentence decision. The Bee Movie shows us that we will go through unbelievable adventures, changes in plans, and many, many mistakes. Mistakes are often glazed over in kids' media, but I'm sure that we can all list a few mistakes we made during high school, whether you're graduating today or graduated years ago. I know my most recent mistakes include taking 6 AP classes senior year, painting Mr. Roth's outdoor shed with washable paint, and misspelling the word speaking on my senior superlative, which will be forever commemorated in our final yearbook. We've already made many mistakes, but now these mistakes will influence our path. I doubt Barry Benson could have predicted he would go from a worker bee to defending himself in court against multi-million-dollar honey companies to working as a florist. But what's most important is that despite his errors, he ends up exactly where he belongs. We should embrace this stage in life with all its twists and turns, prepare to end up in unpredictable situations, and just believe in ourselves. And always remember that there's no way a bee should be able to fly, but the bee flies anyway. So don't be afraid to go out and achieve the impossible. Congratulations to the Northview class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty and staff, proud families, and of course, the remarkable Northview class of 2024. As a member of the school board, it is my honor and privilege to address you all today. High school graduation is a time for celebration and reflection on the past 13 years, but it is also a moment to look forward to the future and consider the impact you will have on the world around you. There are many opinions on how to measure the success of a school district. To my mind, however, the most compelling measurement is our product, each of you. Our mission is to educate, empower, and inspire students to reach their full potential as lifelong contributors to a global society. And here you are, capable, self-motivated, driven, empathetic, and adaptable. You have worked together and you have supported one another. You are well prepared for your next chapters, whether those chapters involve college, the workforce, or military service. I can't express how proud we are of each of you and how excited we are for your futures. As you leave to embark on your next chapter, remember you are taking on a new role, that of Sylvania Schools alumni. You are also joining a vast community of alumni all over the country and the world. Find and connect with them. They will want to meet you. Connecting provides more than just a networking opportunity. It can also be a source of inspiration, guidance, and support. Being an alumni also comes with the responsibility of being our ambassador. Wherever you go, people who may never have stepped foot in Northwest Ohio will learn about Sylvania Schools through you. I can't imagine a class better suited for that role. I urge you to continue to embody the values, ideals, and spirit of our district and seek out opportunities to make impacts, positive impacts, whether large or small. And if you feel you lack the ability to make an impact, consider the butterfly effect. Sometimes even the most seemingly insignificant actions can have tremendous effects. Never assume your choices don't matter. Now I'm going to make 2 plugs. You are all now old enough or soon will be old enough to vote. Voting is both your responsibility and your privilege. If you haven't yet, please register. You can do that online. And if you will not be living at home in November, make a plan to vote. You can request an absentee ballot beginning about 30 days before the election, or check the early voting schedule. This city, this state, and this country are yours. Treasure that. As you may know, I am also the parent of one of these graduates. And my last plug is on behalf of parents. As you move into this next chapter, your parents will be thinking of you, yes, and probably worrying about you a little. Please take their calls and answer their texts. And not just dry texting. You would not believe how many ways a worried parent could interpret okay. Please give them the gift of meaningful information. With that covered, class of 2024, congratulations. As you prepare to set out into the world, carry with you the lessons you've learned, the friendships you've made, and the values that have guided you. No matter where life takes you, you will always have a home here. Thank you.
Good afternoon to our distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, and friends. It is with great pride and absolute pleasure that not only do I present the Wildcat class of 2024, but I also accept the Northview class of 2024. Today is a day of celebration, a day we've all eagerly awaited. It marks the culmination of 13 years of hard work, perseverance, and growth. As I stand here looking at all of our Wildcats, I see a remarkable group of individuals ready to embark on a new journey filled with promise and potential. As superintendent of Sylvania Schools, I personally thank each of you who have helped make today possible and have contributed to our Wildcats academic journey. More specifically, to our families who are here with us today. You have stood by our Wildcats through thick and thin. Your love and support have served as their foundation. You have cheered them on, you have picked them up when they have stumbled, and believed in them even when they doubted themselves. For all that and so much more, we are deeply grateful. Please give yourself a well-deserved round of applause. We all know that graduation is an exciting time. It marks both an ending and a beginning. It is an emotional mixture of warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. For many of us here today, we may think back, let's think, 2011, when our Wildcats were in kindergarten. The top songs were We Found Love by Rihanna, Just a Kiss by Lady A, and Someone Like You by Adele. The top movies included Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Transformers, Dark of the Moon, The Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, and The Hangover Part 2. For me, and I'm sure some of you, those highlights seem like they were yesterday. However, Father Time carries on. And with that said, so does every moment in time. Northview High School will always be remembered as a chapter that shaped our Wildcats in so many ways. It has been a place where our students experience triumphs, challenges. They have formed lifelong friendships. And Wildcats, you have learned lessons that extend far beyond the classroom. Wildcats has been a place of discovery for you, finding out who you are, what your passion is about, what you aspire to become. To our Northview graduates today, over the course of the last 4 years, you have proven your tenacity, your perseverance, and more importantly, your ability to accomplish your goals. As I said before, graduation day marks the end of a chapter in your life, but there's so much more to your story, and it is your story to write and to create. Wildcats, a word of wisdom for you as you prepare to step into the next phase of your lives. Remember to carry forward the many lessons that you've learned from our Sylvania schools. The world beyond these walls is vast, and it's full of opportunities, but it also comes with its set of its own challenges. Remember a few key ideas. Failure should be your teacher, not your undertaker. Failure is delay, not defeat. It is a temporary detour. It is not a dead end. Each of you has unique talents and perspectives to offer. Embrace your individuality, follow your passions, and be courageous in the pursuit of your dreams. Another important reminder, powerful suggestion. Remember, success is not always a straight path. It usually is not a straight path, but a journey filled with twists and turns. And remember, success doesn't happen at a certain time, but success happens over time. The future is not just something that happens to you, it's something you create with every decision you make and every action you take. Wildcats, I urge you to strive to be compassionate, thoughtful, and proactive citizens who contribute positively to our community and to the world. The generations that have gone before you are counting on you to make the world a better place. Taken from the one and only Taylor herself, no matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind. Graduates, as you move forward, strive to thrive in all aspects of your life, embracing each day with enthusiasm, kindness, and a touch of grace. To the class of 2024, the future is yours. Go out and make it extraordinary. As Maya Angelou shared, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but it is to thrive. It is to do so with some passion and some compassion, some humor and some style. As you travel along life's highway, you are encouraged to keep learning, keep trying, be focused, be determined, be hopeful, be empowered, and never regret a day in your life. Remember, good days give you happiness, and bad days give you experience. So here's to you, the class of 2024. Continue to contribute to the Wildcat tradition of excellence. Continue to make us proud. Continue to make your family proud. And most importantly, continue to make yourself proud. Congratulations, Wildcats, graduates 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to recognize some of the exceptional students in this year's graduating class. Students, please rise when I say your group affiliation or your specific achievement. Audience members, the names of these students may be found in your programs. Will the senior class officers please rise? Will the senior class representatives please rise? Will the student council members please rise? If you are a member of the National Honor Society, please rise. Next, we will recognize those students who are graduating with honors. Will those students who are graduating cum laude please rise? Will those students graduating magna cum laude please rise? Will those students graduating summa cum laude please rise? This year we have 4 students who have been recognized as National Merit Commended Scholars. Sharisa Chattopadhyay, Max Forker, Daniel Lavalette, and Navrithi Varghese, please stand and be recognized. We also have National Merit Scholarship finalists, Lucy Hertz, Olivia Ford, and Tristan Swangstu. Please stand and be recognized. And this year's National Merit Scholarship winners are Trussell Holton and Emmeline Lewis. Will those students who are receiving an honors diploma today please stand and be recognized? Will those students who have earned the President's Education Award please rise? And finally, if you have volunteered in excess of 170 hours, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, seniors. At this time, will the senior choir members please come forward to the stage?
It's not every day that you get to kick off your speech with a classic from Journey. So if I needed to get revved up for this, thank you, Northview Choir, you just did it for me. So please, at this time, if you could help me to recognize them one more time, as well as our choir director, Mr. Jeremy Davis. You can recognize Mr. Jeremy Davis. He does an awesome job. I would also like to recognize our Northview Orchestra under the direction of Mrs. Anna Davis back in the rear. And if I could also take a moment just to draw your attention to the outskirts here of our commencement class. If I could have members of the Northview faculty please stand and rise for a moment. Go ahead. Staff and faculty, go ahead, rise on up. These educators I've had the privilege of working with for the last 5 years, and they are dedicated and they are inspirational, and we owe them our thanks. So thanks to all of you here today. Congratulations, class of 2024. This is a memorable day in your lives, and as you turn the page on one chapter to begin a new adventure, all that has come before this day has set the stage for this new journey. Lessons that you have learned, knowledge you have acquired, and relationships that you have nurtured have all contributed to preparing you for the next steps in your life's journey. At this time, I'm confident that many of you have already been bombarded with an avalanche of advice and guidance on what you should do next, and a little bit of knowledge and passing that forward. Having said that, I truly appreciate the opportunity I have at this time to contribute to the words of wisdom you have no doubt already received. I know your time is valuable, and commencement speeches can sometimes be longer than necessary, so I have some very brief guidance to provide each of you as you venture forth from this place. My parting message to each of you is to advise and encourage you all to aspire to live a fulfilling life. Please note that I am not suggesting you aspire to live a happy life. Moments of happiness in life can be elusive and fleeting, and more often than not, the day-to-day monotony of life can make finding happiness a struggle and maintaining happiness an impossibility. No one is happy all day, every day. Rather, I am suggesting, even recommending, that you aspire to live a fulfilling life, which is to say, a life that is satisfying to you as an individual. Fulfillment can be just as elusive as happiness, but often less recognizable. A life of fulfillment is one in which you can find satisfaction in the moment. It is the times during your day that often go overlooked, in which you are perfectly content in the moment, and do not desire or aspire to be anywhere else, with anyone else, or doing anything else. Allow me, if you will, to illustrate what moments of fulfillment look like. These are the moments of quiet satisfaction we find after successfully completing or bringing to closure a long or brief period of work or struggle. Some of these moments can be large, but most are small. The satisfaction of checking things off a list. My list makers know what I'm talking about. It's the satisfaction of getting all the dishes out of the sink and into the dishwasher without leaving one behind. It's the satisfaction of doing a load of washing of clothes and fabrics, washing and drying, and then crawling into a fresh set of sheets that evening. It's a good feeling. The majority of our lives are filled with these moments, and they are often found in the everyday routines that we so frequently find comfort in, but often take for granted. At the other end of the spectrum are life's massive and arduous accomplishments, which also function as moments of fulfillment. Days and weeks of practice and competition that have led you to a successful sports season. The planning and preparation resulting in landing your first job. Sacrificing and saving income that has allowed you to buy your first automobile. Bringing a child into the world and raising that child through all the ups and downs, supporting that child all the way through high school graduation. These are moments of fulfillment. I know many educators across the country are finding fulfillment today after completing a school year, just as all of you in the class of 2024 are no doubt finding fulfillment in your current accomplishment. I illustrate these moments to suggest to all of you that fulfillment can only be attained through responsibility. To live a fulfilling life is to live a life of responsibility, and responsibility is what often gives our lives purpose. To live purposefully is to live with intention, to set goals and seek to complete those goals, no matter how big and small they may be. As you move forward, you will inevitably encounter individuals who lack responsibility, even run or reject it. Sometimes these individuals even showcase their lack of responsibility, disguising it as a virtue. You can recognize these individuals through their words and actions, as they're typically the "it's not my job" crowd. And if you're living a life of responsibility, you tend to meet a lot of them. It's far easier to be without responsibility. To live with responsibility is to live with worry, to live with anxiety, to live with stress. But these are the tribulations that, when overcome, bring about the greatest level of satisfaction and fulfillment You are here today because you met the academic challenges laid before you to attain the knowledge and skills needed to move forward towards whatever goals you aspire to accomplish next. The fulfillment you feel today graduating high school could not be attained without the struggle and work you put in to arrive at this moment. The responsibility you took on in order to complete the necessary requirements to graduate has resulted in the fulfillment you currently feel today and could not be achieved any other way. There is risk when taking responsibility. In fact, the greater responsibility you shoulder, the greater the risk. Of course, the most obvious risk with responsibility is failure. Failure is a hard pill to swallow because the taste of failure is bitter and nauseating. That unique sick-to-our-stomach feeling of impending doom. The idea of failure can often paralyze us and cause us to second-guess ourselves, which results in lower confidence, and even periods in which we don't like ourselves very much. Or worse, think less of ourselves. While there is risk, there is also an abundance of freedom within responsibility. The freedom to make our own choices, to steer the boat whichever way we choose. Taking on the mantle of responsibility is what allows us as individuals to decide the path we take, and it's the burden that allows us to decide which adventures to experience and which way to go. The freedom found within responsibility frequently leads to success, which can be overwhelmingly rewarding. As the son of an English teacher and a history teacher, I have an affinity for myths and legends and fables that inspire one generation to the next and are passed down. And the longer that I'm alive, the more kinship I see with the fable of the little red hen. Now, a brief disclaimer for those of you here today. Fables and legends, myths, they often change over time. And so for context, I will share with you the version of this story that I was raised on as a child and is applicable to the message I'm trying to impart to each and every one of you. For those of you who may not know this story, and some of you might not, the little red hen lived on a farm. A lot of fables, a lot of children's stories take place on a farm. And one day, the little red hen came across some seeds, and she wanted to plant those seeds so she could grow some wheat and make some bread. So she went to the other farm animals, and she asked if any of them would be willing to help her. "Not I," said the duck. "Not I," said the cow. "Not I," said the sheep. "Not I," said the pig. "Very well," the little red hen said. "I will do it myself." And she did. She planted all the seeds. She put them all in the ground. She watered them. She took all the time she could. And eventually, all of those seeds grew up into great stalks of wheat. Well, then it was time to cut the wheat, because you can't get the bread unless you cut the wheat. So the little red hen once again went to all the other farm animals to ask if any of them would like to help her. "Not I," said the duck. "Not I," said the cow. "Not I," said the sheep. You know what the pig said? "Not I." "Very well," the little red hen said. "I will do it myself." And you know what? She did. She cut all those wheat stalks down, she stacked them all, she bundled them, she got them on the wagon, and then it was time for the large and arduous journey all the way to the mill. It was going to be tough. It would have been nice to have some help. So she went to the other farm animals and asked if anybody would like to help her take the sheaves of wheat to the mill so that we could grind them into flour. "Not I," said the duck. "Not I," said the cow. "Not I," said the sheep. "Not I," said the pig. So the little red hen said, "Very well. I will do it myself." And so she did. And once all the wheat was ground into flour, she brought the flour back to the farm. And then it was time to knead the dough, to bake the bread. And she asked all the other farm animals if they were ready to help her out. You can probably imagine what they all said. So I'll save you the trouble. But it was not I. Finally, the warm loaf of bread came out. And wouldn't you know it, who decided to show up at the little red hen's house? That's right. the pig, the sheep, the cow, and the duck, because they were all ready to help her eat that delicious bread. But without a tone of gloating or animosity, the little red hen simply said no. You did not help me to plant the seeds or cut the wheat or take the wheat to mill or bring the wheat back from the mill or turn it into flour or even help me bake the bread, and so I shall eat this bread myself. I recall this fable to illustrate the point that without taking on the responsibility to plant the seeds and harvest the wheat, transport the flour and bake the bread, the little red hen would have not reaped the reward or enjoyed the satisfaction that only warm bread can provide. Now, I don't know what the other farm animals were doing. Maybe they had an excuse, maybe they had an explanation. They don't really go into it in fables. I don't know if after the fact, when the little red hen was eating her bread, she looked over and she saw the other animals feeling sad and miserable and said, okay, come on over, you can have some bread. I don't really know about any of that. But the bottom line is that the little red hen alone gets to decide what to do with the bread, and that freedom, that level of fulfillment, could only be attained through the stress, hard work, and responsibility accepted and shouldered by the little red hen. As you go forward from this place, you will no doubt encounter people who will reject and even flee from responsibility. To the class of 2024, I recommend a different path. I encourage all of you to seek out opportunities to shoulder responsibility, however big or small. Keep in mind that all the great heroes, both imagined and real, have accepted the weight of responsibility. A life of fulfillment is not without its ups and downs, and the one thing that you have control over in this world is yourself. There is always work to be done and ownership to be taken. There is always a need for people to step up, to set the heading and steer the ship. Someone has to do it, so it might as well be you. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure and excitement we introduce to you the members of the Northview class of 2024. Riley McKenna Keel.
Haley Rose Kopke.
Sarah Mackenzie Hazel.
Tressel James Holton.
Keegan Michael Draper.
Isabella Carey Morales Elmore.
Nathan Joseph Dempsey.
Kylie Emma Ellis.
Ainsley Noel Bogish.
Riley Jean Brown.
LaDon Ahmed.
Jolie Grace Baumhauer.
Macy Marie Swartz.
Maxwell Thomas Forker.
Caitlin Rose Podolka.
Nivrithi Sarah Varghese.
Ava Lee Mock.
Sharista Chattopadhyay.
Aya Suhail Ifteha.
Livia Agnes Ford.
Ahed A. Alajra.
Melina Denise Aldrich.
Lena Ashraf Ahmad.
Noah H. Ockel.
Hisham Imad Abu Shaban.
Audrey Marie Adams.
Rahig Amir Abdubagi.
Sonny Robert Ebetua.
Ala Abdulatif Abu Nav.
Mazen E. Abbas.
Sydney Von Stacy.
Morgan Elizabeth Woodard.
Sia Song Hwan.
Doreen M. Schrader.
Vivian Rose Palco.
John William Richmond.
Jada Lynn Knopfsinger.
Margaret Ann Marie O'Neill.
Aaliyah Noel Macy.
Isabella Christina Matthews.
Chloe Mead Lakshan.
Emmeline G. Lewis.
Kevin Michael Bentley II.
Lucas Ray Barron.
Daniel Beck.
Bryce Michael Behan.
Trinity Marie Beasley.
Evan Patrick Beasley.
Caden Michael Barney.
Anthony James Battaglini.
Jessica Xenia Barch.
Andrew Michael Barneski.
Hayden Michael Barker.
Noah David Banton.
Travis Matthew Aston.
Mahdi Mohammed Awada.
Carter Amstutz.
Noah David Andres.
Logan John Allure.
Shahed Faisal Ashlash.
Bailey Nicole Alexander.
Tabarak O. El-Ghazali.
Dylan James Campbell.
Nicholas Scott Campbell.
Tyler W. Burt.
Austin William Byers.
Kira Rosalie Bridge.
Aiden Michael Brown.
Natalie S. Breen.
Molly Elizabeth Breen.
Weston Jared Boyd.
Maxwell Thomas Borton.
Danielle Marie Bonfiglio.
Graham Richard Bowden.
Keith Edward Blackwood Jr.
Aiden James Blackwood.
Mason Gabriel Birmingham.
Addison Grace Beveridge.
Alyssa Noel Bernhard.
Christian Thomas Burling.
Riley Ann's Behrens.
Neil Mahesh Dalvi.
Kaylee Nicole Deleska.
John Cyrus Cruz.
Isaac Stephen Crow.
Damian Michael Crow.
Aiden David Crandall.
May Elizabeth Cowdrey.
Amelia Monet Cook.
Andrew James Collignon.
Kyle Philip Cody.
Connor Timothy Cody.
Ty Lee Klaus.
Carly Ellen Clay.
Jackson Richard Clausius.
Jameson Chase Clarkson.
Ian Patrick Clark.
Xander T. Christensen.
Dylan H. Christ.
Abigail Fatima Cherry.
Evelyn Nevea Carrier.
Maya Kathleen Juilliard.
Brenly Judith Ann Drulard.
Liam Patrick Douglas.
Jack Douglas.
Alyssa Marie Dolinar.
Charbel Marcos Duwahi.
Liam Thomas Deasing.
Veronica Mary Dillon.
Braxton James DeVault.
Paige Dixon.
Charlotte Lauren Darrow.
Nathan Albert Desjardins.
Mia Elizabeth Delverne.
Caden Daniel Dearborn.
Nazrallah Dibsawi.
Ahmad Cross Debsawi.
Zainab Ibrahim Daywood.
Hannah Marie Davis.
Noah Jacob Davis.
Mia Elizabeth Dankert.
Shelby Anna Fromm.
Peyton Lee Friedel.
Brooklyn Marie Fontaine.
Gretcha Franken.
John Patrick Fonseca III.
Braden Daniel Foose.
Marissa S. Annette Fleming.
Lindsay Marie Fliss.
Andrew Adam Fineski.
Brooklyn Taylor Fleck.
Ellie Mae Engelman.
Reagan Elizabeth Erskine.
Jace Gavin Ellis.
Sura A. Imara.
Alexa Ann Eitenauer.
Ludena M. Alfadal.
Nicholas Alexander Eckelmeyer.
John Luther Eisenreich.
Allison Grace Dubinsky.
Julia Marie Dubio.
Samuel Thomas Himmel.
William Philip Hendricks.
Lucy Rose Hartz.
Emma Suzanne Haynes.
Ava Lynn Hansen.
Blake Matthew Hall.
Bryant Michael Hall.
Bulos Ziad Hajar.
Brooke Ellen Guyton.
Benjamin David Graff.
Devin James Gladio.
Aaliyah Marie Gillespie.
Shelby Helen Gilbert.
Emma Kate Gibbons.
Melinda Louise Jesquire.
Landon Anthony Garcia.
Carlos Gamo.
Connor Gavin Galloway.
Rasha Kared.
Caleb Thomas Fuller.
Drew William Julian.
Benjamin Lewis Kalis.
Vincent Michael Joliffe.
Alyssa Monica Julian.
Rami Mohammed Jalad.
Brianna Marie Johnson.
Kevin David Joshua Eisen.
Julian Antonio Jardine.
Lillian Grace Hunter.
Brianna Catherine Jagozinski.
Sebastian Riley Huseman.
John Paul Humison.
Andrew Robert Howell.
Brody Lee Hubbard.
Amelia Ann Holman.
Aiden Matthew Holler.
Natalie Emma Lawhead.
Daniel Wesley Lavalette.
Kylie Ann Lacasse.
Hannah Leonie Kunska.
Vincent Carl Kuhlman.
Mason Daniel Crum.
Skylar Howard Crine.
Adam Michael Krychek.
Jacob Thomas Korpick.
Luke Andrew Konechny.
Nicholas Michael Kozarowski.
Nicole Renee Cook.
A.V. Knowles III.
Kendall Stephanie Kleinschmidt.
Eric Matthew Classic Jr.
Olivia Grace King.
Noura Wissam Khatib.
Natalie Marie Kercheval.
Evan Grant Caress.
Oliver Nicholas Karpinski.
Gabrielle Geneva Macaris.
Zachary Michael McIntyre.
Landon Ray Martinez.
Keegan Joseph McLean.
Lydia G. Marsh.
Hallie Virginia Marshall.
Samantha Elizabeth Medes.
Joshua Thomas Markey.
Ethan Michael Mack.
Gavin Edward Mack.
Everett Zheng Louis.
Charles Albert Lutz.
Vanessa Talicia Lewis.
Grace Quing Liu.
Alexandria Jean Long.
Catherine Liu.
Michaela Lynn Liner.
Gray Daniel Lehman.
Claire Marie Neely.
Maria Layla Nassar.
Anthony Chris Nasser.
Wael Mamoun Naji.
Mohammed Musa.
Lindsay Marie Murray.
Alexander Thomas Murray.
Thomas James Mulkey.
Olivia Faith Moriarty.
Francisco Antonio Hernandez Morales.
Bryn Marie Minor.
Zach Ryan Mitchell.
Mallory Grace Miller.
Morgan Ann Miller.
Josiah Carl Meyer Crothers.
Jonah John Milligan.
Ava Daisy Melms.
Jaden Meyer Crothers.
Brianna Beverly Ray.
Keegan Patrick McVeigh.
James Robert Randazzo.
Graham Stephen Ransom.
Sundus Khan Qureshi.
Joshua John Raymond.
Natalie Page Pulaski.
Lacey Renee Powell.
Aubrey Janae Pickard.
Willow Marie Pikus.
Natalie Elisa Fall.
Austin James Fenning.
Renee Genesee Patridge.
Ulrich Penalva.
Jordan Elise Pekulski.
Stephen John Pastrikos.
Ignacio Alejandro Ortega.
Angel Micaiah Monique Osley.
Nathan Alexander Opal.
Keegan Arthur Ort.
Andrew David Schnorberger.
Brianna Trinity Oglesby.
Braden Edward Shade.
Hannah Lucille Schoen.
Madeline Nashwan Adil Sadoun.
Emily Catherine Schalk.
Noah James Russell.
Joseph Orrin Rutherford.
Jonathan Robert Rove.
Grace Angeline Russell.
Maylee Jolene Roberts.
Erica Janae Rogers.
Rebecca Renee Ritter.
Macy Elizabeth Roberts.
Jocelyn Nevada Rice.
Micah Samuel Joseph Risher.
Michael Donovan Ramanique.
Hayden Austin Reed.
Addison C. Suwan.
Victoria Lynn Stokes.
Allison Marie Stewart.
Cade Richard Selzmazak.
Claire Elizabeth Steingass.
Tyler James Spudich.
Richard Holden Sporleader.
Elizabeth Marie Sorg.
Julia Marie Solis.
Trenton Lucas Michael Snyder.
Parker Douglas Smith.
Ethan B. Smith.
Claire Victoria Smith.
Connor Christopher Small.
Anthony Justin Simile.
Al-Sidig Kamal Sidig.
Holly Marie Short.
Andrew James Shaw.
Alexis Marie Seafried.
Logan Christopher Sayer.
D'Angelo Lorenzo Watson.
Kara Ann Wamshire.
Rogan Howard Walker.
Carter Scott Vrooman.
Andrew David Vicente.
Maya Elizabeth Veroli.
Boston Eli Turner Vargas.
Ashlyn Lynn Van Slyke.
Nicholas C. Vallone.
Emily Elizabeth Ursel.
Caden R. Ulrich.
Braden Christopher Thrush.
Caden Lee Tomasek.
Tiara Marie Taylor.
Tristan Alexander Thompson.
Gage Preston Alexander Taylor.
Nathan Daniel Taylor.
David Lee Wysong IV.
Tristan Blue Swanstu.
Connor Scott Wisniewski.
Madeline Page Yarbrough.
Lydia Mae Whitman.
Logan Stewart Wills.
Dominic James White.
Elizabeth Alexa Whiteacre.
Joshua Scott Wen II.
Arayla Diane Wernke.
Jacob Richard Weimer.
Aiden Jack Weiskittle.
December Rose Weatherby.
Dash Charles Wexel.
At this time, will the members of the Harmony Roadshow please come forward? Will the audience please stand for the singing of our alma mater?
Everybody look at Donnie.
No, no.
Audience members, you may be seated. Nope, graduates, you stand up. You're not done yet. This isn't legit yet. All right. Now, as a quick informational, at the conclusion of the processional and hat toss, please make sure you join your graduate outside of the Huntington Center on Jefferson Avenue. Now, at this time, if I could have the class of 2024 switch your tassels from right to left, signifying that you have now graduated.